Would you rather be the best uncle your nephew has ever had, or the most horrifying? Hello again!
Welcome back.
Hello.
You don't even know episode 69.
Nice of you to join us.
Here it is.
Let's go, people. We hope you have a nice day.
It is going to be a very nice day today.
And it's nice to be
drive.
with both of you again.
And it's nice weather.
Oh, gosh. This is...
How wonderful. Hello.
Okay. Hello.
So,
Greetings.
So would you rather?
So would you rather dress up as a stormtrooper or a dinosaur to
That
your...
wasn't the word that would you rather that I posited.
Okay. To
I almost made words come out.
posit me again.
It was.
Would you rather be something awesome at your
This is not what you
nephew's birthday
said, though.
party,
This is-
or
this is not what you said.
wait, I'm just going to replay the tape. Would you rather be the coolest uncle
Uh-huh.
or the most horrifying?
See, I don't want to use the horrifying with uncle.
Would you rather scare the daylights out of your nephew or
See, I feel like this is the stupid would you rather
impress him out of his
because
mind?
It's a very obvious answer. Like, there's nobody that dreams of being a horrible uncle, and if they do, they shouldn't be an uncle.
Oh. Well,
Most people don't choose to be an uncle or not.
Well, you could choose to participate in uncling.
well, which one would
Like-
you go as, Josiah?
I would be a good uncle.
You would be a good uncle, so you would be a stormtrooper.
No, it would be a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Or I would just be nothing, depending on the
You would be
nephew.
nothing. So do you think, in your mind,
Uh-huh.
would you
Uh-huh.
think to do something awesome for your nephew and be like, you know what? I'm going to come to the party and present a gift. Like, remember when we had the Green Ranger come to the birthday party?
Yes, that was
No.
amazing.
And that was the coolest thing ever because a Power Ranger was at the party?
I don't remember
Jacob
that.
had the Green Ranger at his Power Rangers party.
So in my mind, at the time, when I thought, I'm going to... Originally, I put on garbage I had in the garage, and I was like, I'm going to go walk up to the steps holding M&Ms and a gift, and I'm going to be a hero. And
So for
all of the children.
for Connor's birthday party,
Yep.
you decide to dress up as something Connor likes.
Yes.
That Connor's like
'Cause
into. Connor's like super into Star Wars.
Because everyone likes Star Wars.
Yeah.
And then for Josiah's birthday party, you're like, you know what I should dress up as?
A dinosaur.
A
He
dinosaur.
loves dinosaurs.
Because
Does he
Everyone-
give him name one dinosaur thing he had? One dinosaur toy he has.
He loves
I've played
dinosaurs.
with dinosaur toys with Josiah.
Yeah. Josiah and I have personally played with stegosauruses.
Doubt it.
We have.
We have.
In your house.
It's happened.
So, and every kid loves dinosaurs.
Sure. But like, why didn't you just dress up as like Blippi or something? You know?
That's not noticeable enough. That would have just been Justin in suspenders.
Yeah, that's just me wearing blue and orange.
Yeah.
There's no
yeah, but you have a
there's
hat
no visible
and-
difference
and
between
suspenders.
Blippi
He
and
would've-
myself.
He would have said, that's Uncle Justin.
Yeah.
And then you could have said like, "Hi kids, I'm Blippi, Blippi.
No.
Watch me do this goofy dance."
I think the obvious choice,
Uh-huh.
because I guarantee you that when the children are old, this is at the tipping point of their ability to build memories.
Okay.
And when I went to Josiah's birthday party,
Uh-huh.
I thought, you know what? I just used garbage from the garage for Connor's birthday party, and they loved it. All of the kids were like running around thrilled. Even Josiah, from a distance of 20 feet, was like, wow, that's really cool. There's a stormtrooper. And then was Connor afraid of the stormtrooper because they're made to look like a skeleton? Like,
They're made to look like a skeleton.
and
they
they're the
kill
bad
people,
guys. And they
they're the
shoot
bad
people,
guys.
and they're the bad guys.
Well, either way, I mean, props to you for, at least doing your very best to be the fun uncle.
So
there's really nothing I could say negatively about it because it was only you trying to be the fun uncle, regardless of how my son reacted. I can't control that, but
Yeah.
I do, on a more genuine note, genuinely appreciate your attempts to be the fun uncle.
me walking in, because I will say the only decision I regret, I did like, and really, it's like somebody agreeing with me, or when I make a crass joke that Jordan would normally edit when I'm IRL, and I use a little blue collar humor, and one person laughs, I'm like, let's kick it up a notch. Let's clearly that's like throwing NOS on the engine.
Yeah,
right?
get some magenta humor in here.
Yeah. And then, like, Connor goes up to the door when I'm a stormtrooper and says, "Oh my gosh," grabs the gift out of my hands, doesn't even look at his mom for approval to open it, and just shreds it open and shrieks.
Which, let's think about that for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Connor willingly opens things that stormtroopers hand him.
Yeah. Basically a stranger.
A
He doesn't know
stranger.
if somebody gives him a dangerous object of some random make or model
Yes.
that you wouldn't give a 4-year-old,
As long
and
as
then
you're
he'll just
dressed
take
up
it.
like a stormtrooper.
He'll be like, "Oh, thank you."
Thank you. You are clearly the good guy.
Yeah. So really, we're teaching Connor that good is evil and evil is good, and he didn't even, apparently he's already been taught that at home because he just took the gift right out of my hands. Then he took the bottle of mini M&Ms and just started racing around the house, and of course, the bottle, the hard plastic bottle, just acts like a sluice, so centrifugal force just flings these things every time he turned a corner and would just send mini M&Ms, which are now impossible to find until you step on them. Ask me, I can tell. That they're just all the way. There must have been like 50 of them.
That's amazing.
Just
thankfully
a
there
trail
was
of them.
3 children just running around Roombaing those up.
Yeah, just picking them up off the floor. They're 5 second, 10 second, 20 second rule.
Oh, they don't care. That could have been there from yesterday, and,
rules.
and
In
Jedi
my
would
head.
have eaten it. Just like, oh hey,
Oh, look, that's it's still
an
it's
M&M.
still an M&M today.
I don't know when that was there, and it genuinely hasn't even come into my mind.
Yeah, I have no idea how he got bronchitis.
See M&M, eat M&M.
Yep. Ooh, look, a little croup morsel.
Yep.
Ooh, yum. So then I after that happened, I was like, it would be kind of rude because obviously I just had that stuff in the garage from camp.
Yeah,
when we
were
went
all
at Father Son
stormtroopers
camp.
at Father
And then
Son camp.
so I'm like, I can't come as the same thing. That's like wearing the same dress to 2 different proms.
Yeah,
you
with
know?
2 different guys.
Yeah, like you can't.
Yeah.
You have to now have a new outfit.
Well, it would be more like if it was 2 of the same guy.
Yeah, but you're wearing the same dress twice, so
Yeah.
like you already wore that dress. So I'm like, I got to do something for Josiah, because if you only do one for one kid, then that's not very kind, right? You don't want to be, unkind.
Yeah, again, props for doing
And you don't want to wear
fun
the same
things.
dress. So I'm like, let's kick it up a notch. Let's get a 6'8" inflatable Tyrannosaurus costume.
Nice.
Because Josiah, as he has 2 plastic dinosaurs in his room,
More
is
than 2.
super into dinosaurs.
And every kid's into dinosaurs.
Every kid's into dinosaurs.
Flippy talks about
They're
dinosaurs.
basically the coolest thing, and they're awe-inspiring. Like when I watched Jurassic Park for the first time, you're like,
Yeah.
I'm looking at a dinosaur.
Yeah.
And when you're 4,
And you hid
an
behind the
inflatable
television.
dinosaur looks like a
Yeah.
real dinosaur.
Yeah.
I assume.
So, genuine question: Can I borrow your dinosaur costume?
Can you borrow? Are you asking if you're going to ruin my dinosaur costume?
And you're going to scare your kids with it.
No,
You're just going to go into their bedroom when they're sleeping.
That'd be
and then-
hilarious.
No, that would be the worst. I've just always wanted one of those.
I actually have one.
I just want to like go run around my neighborhood in it or something.
But you're aware of how cool it is.
Oh, I love it.
So-
Those
So you could have
inflatable-
helped me.
I tried, but you were
coax
just like
him.
running at him, and once he was under the table, there was no.
Unless he's under the table shrieking at the top of his
Yeah,
lungs.
there's no reasoning with that until the dinosaur is gone.
Now, he
Like,
did know it was me. I did open the zipper and display my body. I
yeah,
did give
but
birth
you
to
had,
myself.
You had already like
So you
scared
like,
him too
You
much.
like did an alien with him.
It was
coming
over.
out of the chest.
Yeah, I aliened my way out of the chest. Look, it's me giving birth to me.
That made it better, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in the dinosaur.
I
Yeah.
just
Do you wanna
want one
play-
of those dinosaur costumes, like just for like wear it on Casual Friday or something?
So my honest opinion.
Does it get hot in there, or because you have the fan pulling in, it's fine?
Here's the honest truth right here.
You heard it here
I
first.
was in a pond of my own butt mist the entire time, and
Okay.
everything was foggy and wet. And
But you have the
the little
intake
window.
fan. To,
I
like,
know, but it's
bring
a
in fresh air.
giant nylon. Like nothing evaporates. This is how. Who's the other one of the bad boys in the Bad Boys movie?
Oh yes,
Not Will Smith.
Uh-huh.
He ran in nylon and almost died because it couldn't breathe, or the plastic material the
latex.
that doesn't shrink.
Latex.
I'm in there and I'm just sweating away, and it was awful.
Okay,
It was so uncomfortable.
so only wear it to cold places.
Yeah, it's super sweaty and disgusting in there.
Maybe I should bring it up to camp.
He was, but I was like, this is going to be a great idea.
It was.
And I get to the party, and the battery pack that I didn't know about was
You didn't-
screwed shut.
Oh.
So I'm like, oh,
You didn't think that the inflatable thing needed batteries?
I brought batteries, but I thought it
Oh.
just had a little clippy hook on it that would
makes
close.
sense.
You
And-
just said the battery pack you didn't know about, like you didn't know there was batteries required.
I didn't know there was a screw on the battery pack.
That makes sense.
So I run in out of costume. I'm like, hey, do you guys have a screwdriver for no reason? And somebody found a watch screwdriver, hands it to me. I run back out there. It's good to run with screwdriver. So I
Yeah.
bolt another 20 yards back to the car, unscrew the thing, put my leg into the tail of the Tyrannosaurus. No. Try again. Put my feet in first. Can't get it over my head. Put my head, take it all the way off a third time. Put my head in first. We're golden. Okay. Finally get all suited up. And again, this is the wedding all over again, because I've been creating how well this is going to go in my mind.
Yeah.
After all of these successful situations where everything I do is greeted with, yes, this is going to work. So I said, this is going to be my most shining moment.
I mean, might as well have
And so
optimistic.
I put on my mittens because I can't move my arms or anything, and I'm like, okay, give me the gift. And so I pick up the gift, and the last kid just snatched it right out of my hands, and I'm like, okay. So I walk up to him, and I just walk into the room, and I'm a 6'8" dinosaur now, and I'm like, yes, I'm cool. And he's like, get out of here right now, leave my existence.
Bye. Don't care if you have a gift. You're
And then I'm like,
scary.
here, just take the gift from my hands. And he's like, no, never again. So really, I'm thinking next year. Here's next year, okay? Bigger dinosaur costume.
No,
Okay.
I'm thinking multiple dinosaur costumes.
Multiple bigger dinosaur costume, but because the gift was such a hit, I'm assuming, is I'm going to get more remote control construction vehicles, okay? But when I present the gift in the plus-sized Tyrannosaurus costume that will be 8 feet tall, what I'll do is then hold out the gift not wrapped. So he'll have the choice of,
Nice.
is my lust for remote control construction vehicles greater than my fear of 8-foot dinosaur
Yeah.
costumes?
Just be holding it.
In this current state,
Yeah.
no, he would still run away from the dinosaur.
He wouldn't take the thing?
No.
All you have to do is take it, and the dinosaur isn't going to do anything to you.
Yeah.
No.
I bring tidings of great joy.
Look, I bring
No.
the thing.
Maybe if you stood like on the other end of the room and just stood there and didn't move,
That's creepier.
and just
Just stand.
just let him stand at the other end and make sure you're cool for a little while, and then let him come up to just take it so slow. He might, but I don't think so.
I honestly believe that given that he was half as shocked the second time I came back in the room later in the afternoon, and he didn't completely run screaming and climb up the wall, I think that if I had came in a third time, he'd be fine.
I don't think so. Only because he has an issue with people in masks. I don't know what it is, but even at home, if I put on a paper bag mask or something, it's funny for 5 seconds, and then it's terrifying, and I have to take it off.
And then I pull the paper bag, it's me. Oh, yay! Please take off the bag now.
Yeah, it's I don't know what it is about him and masks, but
And that's the story,
he's
Jordan,
not down for mask.
of why.
If your head was sticking out of the dinosaur costume, totally fine.
That's scary.
then I'm just a person half swallowed up.
Yeah.
Well, like if the dinosaur
got him.
didn't have a head and you were just basically wearing dinosaur clothes,
Yeah,
but
a
with your
dinosaur
head-
onesie.
yeah,
Yeah.
totally fine.
Well, that makes sense.
I'm telling you, Jordan.
But as soon as you put
not a
on
costume.
as soon as you cover your face with dinosaur with anything,
Yep.
not fine.
Could be a bed sheet.
Yeah.
So here's the moral of the story: is just don't try because it will blow up in your face.
Yeah.
That's what I learned because
That's fine. No good deed goes unpunished.
I will traumatize the next child, and I will find probably next birthday, whoever it is going to be Scary Clown. It's going to be
I think
it's going to be horrifying Death Clown.
Jacob's daughter.
Maybe
That's
yeah.
true. It's in a couple weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll be horrifying Death Clown. And will this air before then? Or
Yes.
Will that
Yeah.
be?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then it's a secret. Shh.
Well,
don't
they
tell
listen,
anyone.
It's fine.
Yeah.
If anybody has any suggestions on a completely inappropriate, horrifying death costume that I should
Really,
wear
what you
to
should
a
get is
one-year-old
one of
birthday
those
party,
inflatable like costumes where it looks like you're a short guy riding an ostrich or something. Those are fun,
okay.
Then it shows your face, but it's still a costume.
and you still
They
look
have-
silly.
They have.
Have you
the
seen
guy-
those? They're really funny.
They have the guy riding the dinosaur, so it's still like the dinosaur head, but you're like on it.
Yeah, you're like a little short guy. Have you seen those? You know what we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where they have the faux legs.
Yeah.
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 Maybe I'll consider those. I just I definitely want to go just deep enough to be unacceptable at the party.
All right.
After seeing that what you think is going to be a great idea isn't, then maybe the kids will like the scary death clown with the sickle. It's just you never know how these things are going to be received. It's a dice roll.
Well, you could be what's the scary guy from like Toy Story 4?
So the villain in Toy Story 4, which, mind you, the entire Vincent?
He's the scary guy.
Who was Vincent?
The guy in the antique store, the like creepy doll.
Oh, the dummy.
Yeah.
Oh, that was that's right. Doggone. So Vincent was a dummy. They go here's Toy Story. Is they say from what view do we want to have? From what cipher do we wish to analyze the world of toys? Because Toy Story 1 was a child's bedroom, right? That's a good home base for how to explore the world of toys.
Sure.
And Toy Story 2, the collector's world, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you're a collectible now. Mm-hmm. And then Toy Story 3, school, play, the outside world, right?
Yeah, you're in
how are toys kind of viewed from that lens of life? And this one, Toy Story 4, an antique store. So obviously, if it's going to be an antique store, the best thing you could possibly do with this movie is to make it entirely a cipher for interpreting like depression, anxiety, and emotional issues, because that's really what we want to address in a child's movie about toys.
But isn't Forky just the best?
No,
I really enjoyed Forky.
Forky was awful.
I like Forky.
Forky is a layman's interpretation of the new Star Wars movie.
I like Forky.
He was slapped together by a child hastily with no amount of time and no budget, and has no reason to exist, and constantly keeps trying to jump into the trash. Oh my gosh, Forky is the new Star Wars sequels.
I heard it was them going, "You could be anything, kids."
No, it's everybody struggling. Like the doll, who's the villain, which every time they've had a villain in a Star Wars movie, every single time, that villain always gets justice dealt to them. Like Sid gets punished for being evil, and the toys get him back and scare him and freak him out. And then in Toy Story 2, the bad guy was
The fat guy.
the fat guy, or technically the bad toy that just wanted to be loved by thousands of international viewers.
Oh yeah, the
And so-
prospector.
And so the fat guy didn't get what he wanted. He ended up poor and
But really,
left
let's
alone.
talk about the best scene of Toy Story 2 for a second.
What is the best scene of Toy Story 2?
Toy Story 2?
Toy Story 2, best scene of Toy Story 2
Which
is the scene where the old man is fixing up Woody. If you don't like that scene, you're wrong.
Well, it's just ASMR Toy Story.
Yep, that's all it is, and it's
Yeah.
amazing. Gets me every time.
You're just right in the feels.
Yep.
But so those two villains got their comeuppance. The prospector was stuck in a box with Barbies and got physically assaulted.
Oh, he was like put in a backpack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you said a box. I got
No,
confused.
he was in the box
What box?
with the Barbies. His clear box, right?
What?
Wasn't he in the clear box?
He was never in a box with Barbies.
But and then Toy Story 3, the bad evil bear got what was coming to him. So
Lots
they
of.
all got justice. Whereas this villain never, ever, ever had to apologize. Now, spoiler alert, this villain does the worst thing out of any of the Toy Story villains and permanently deforms the lead cast member of the entire franchise.
I mean, to be fair, he gave it to her in the end.
She emotionally manipulated him. Come on. Let's be fair here.
But whatever.
Who did?
Okay.
Gabby.
There's an antique toy that hates herself because she's depressed that a girl doesn't like her.
Because her voice box is broken.
Wait, there's a girl that doesn't like her because
So
of a girl?
the movie goes out of its
Oh
way
my
to
gosh,
shill
just go see it.
that the villain isn't evil, just broken, right? In quotes.
Oh,
So
I
she's
see.
not evil. She's just misunderstood.
So the Joker's just misunderstood.
So the villain
I see.
steals Woody's voice
Thanos.
box. Okay.
He
Just-
gave it to her.
He
Misunderstood.
takes forever. So now Woody doesn't have a pull string and will never be able to speak. He is woefully incomplete.
And after she was done, trying to make the little girl like her, she did offer his voice box back. Like he could have said, "Oh, thank you," and taken it back.
They didn't have time for that. They're just trying to leave. So
Well, regardless, she did offer it back, and he did give it to her willingly.
what happened was now Woody's ruined, okay? And this toy never apologizes, never says, I was wrong, I'm sorry for doing this to you, ever. And she has a happily ever after, whereas Woody, at the end of the movie, is basically trash. He's a loose thing that, if found, will be thrown away because he's a broken toy now.
Yeah, there's no string in him.
So Woody, who he spends the whole movie trying to save Forky, who Forky, spoiler alert, spends the whole movie trying to commit suicide or trying to not be alive anymore. There. Because he believes that he's trash. He has low self-esteem. So every time he sees a trash can, he runs for it.
Jeez.
Because he hates himself and doesn't wish to be alive.
That sounds like a terrible example
Woody
for a
spends
kid.
the whole movie trying to build his self-esteem up. Then when Forky insists that he's not trash, he's a toy, finally is self-actualized enough to just want to be alive, Woody believes now that he doesn't want to be anybody's toy and just lives out his days as trash.
So he took over
as a derelict
he took
toy.
Forky's depression
Now
upon
he
himself.
now he just wanders around as a homeless person for the rest of the movie and just travels with the circus and has no owner, not a care in the world. Like that was the point
Jeez.
of this movie, is that
Yep. I guess if
anxiety, depression, and self-loathing are just fine.
I guess if that's
That was the movie.
what you took away from the movie, it really does sound that bad.
Sounds terrible.
And
What
if that's the first time you've ever heard any reviews of the movie,
I had a Toy Story 1
What's
party.
the movie then? You saw it. Forky kept trying to not be alive.
he didn't. Did you hear him when he jumped into the trash can? He wasn't trying to not be alive. He said, "That's where I belong."
That's
That's
what depressed people say.
They say he says to Woody, "I'm trash."
Yeah, but to trash isn't a bad thing. To him, trash was not a bad thing. It's like if a toy says, "I'm a toy, I belong in a room." He says, "I am trash, I belong in the trash." It's not like it was like a sad thing. Trash was warm and like happy to him. Like that was his.
Forky's creator gave him a higher purpose.
Nice.
He didn't accept it yet.
What did you think of the
If
movie?
Andy told Woody, "You're a boy now," just because Andy gave him a higher purpose doesn't mean Woody is actually a boy now.
Rank the Toy Story movies 1 to 4 from best to worst.
1, 4, 2, 3.
What?
Yep. I've actually thought about this before. It's 1, 4, 2, 3 for me.
What? Okay, here's the order of the Toy Stories. Here's the order. Jordan, do you want to say your opinion first?
He hasn't even seen
you haven't even seen it.
4.
He hasn't even seen 4.
Let me tell you the true order of the Toy Story movies. 1, a wide chasm across which no one can cross. Okay, then 2.
Yep.
Then a second chasm so wide no man can cross it. Okay, then 3.
Oh my gosh,
Then
you
4.
think 3 is better than 4?
3 was great. It was a tearjerker. Everyone in the theater was crying.
Yeah, and you would probably say the same thing about 4.
Bonnie doesn't even want the toys. She doesn't even like them. They're just kind of there. Buzz and Jesse and all the other toys only had bit parts. It was the movie was dedicated to this. It was a giant Woody send-off. And all it did was Woody spent the whole movie convincing Forky that he should be alive.
Okay. And he also got his girlfriend back. So, like, happy ending for Woody, too.
He has no voice.
Was it enough?
I thought it was.
It's just, so after everything we had seen in 1...
Because all Woody wanted was Andy. That was it. Even when he was walking with Forky, after he, like, jumped out of the truck to go get him, he accidentally said Andy, because really all Woody cared about was Andy. Nothing else. Except Bo. And then when he found Bo, he was like, oh, well, that's fine. I don't need Andy anymore if I have Bo. It wasn't a giant, like, by Woody movie. It was just Woody. Andy was too old. Woody only wanted to deal with Andy.
Here's the problem, is that it made Woody into this giant Dwight where he was just obsessed with Andy. And he was just Michael. And Woody was just assistant to the regional manager. And as soon as
and some would say
as Michael left in season 7, Dwight had no reason to be alive.
You feel better about yourself?
That's, this is how they want to end it? That's it?
Well, some would say that Woody was, in that definition, a giant Dwight the whole time. Think about Toy Story 1. It's just all about Woody being there for Andy.
Like
That's it. That's all it's ever been.
It was literally...
Andy's gone.
But Jim was
Woody
there for
has
Andy.
no purpose anymore.
The whole movie was the instrumentality of Sheriff Woody. That's all it was Woody asking himself, do I have a purpose? And if Forky doesn't have a purpose... or Forky who does have a purpose, then it was the psychoanalysis of a doll who deformed himself to help somebody who was evil.
And then the evil person never had to pay a cost.
So you're saying Toy Story 4 was better than Toy Story 2?
And 3.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean... we could all agree that Toy Story 1 is the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easily. And then like a huge gap.
Yes.
Okay. So really that's the poll is Toy Story 4 better than literally any other Toy Story movie?
Okay.
Yeah. That's the only metric that we need.
All right. Well, that's going to be our Facebook poll this week. Is Toy Story 4 better than any other Toy Story
movie?
All right.
Yeah.
It's going to go up like right now.
Okay.
So I got a call yesterday.
Yeah. Tell me.
It was random.
From whom?
I was just sitting there playing Minecraft.
Yeah.
Someone calls my phone,
And you're like, who dis?
and it says, from Las Vegas. And I was like, why not? It's
Sure.
my day off. I'll answer it. And then they're like, hello. And I'm like, hi. I was like, who's this? And they're like, this is so-and-so vacations. I'm not going to give their name because...
Just say their name.
And I was like, okay, what are you guys up to? And they're like, we're going to give you this giant vacation. I was like, okay. Have you guys gotten these calls before?
No.
Yeah, it's usually
don't pick them up.
I've gotten a couple for Tahiti Village in Vegas.
So this guy was offering me a...
Quick question.
Yeah.
Would it be, is Toy Story 4 better than THEN or than any other Toy Story movie? Then or than?
Than.
I would just say than.
Than?
T-H-A-N.
Than
I could
any?
be wrong, but that's what I would say.
That,
and then
that
I'd get
feels right, and I think it's the A. I think it's the A version of then or than because the next word starts with an A. I think that's the rule.
I don't even know.
I didn't
Well,
know there was
I
that
know
kind
that
of rule.
I would just wing it, and I would get marked down on my English paper, and then I'd be
Well,
like,
Grammarly isn't trying to correct me right now, so maybe I'm doing it right.
Sure.
Anyway,
Do you have the premium-
if you
premium
are a
Grammarly?
listener and you know what it's supposed to be, let me know, and then I'll fix it.
if you know the difference between then or than.
Email
The
me.
poll will be over by the time this goes out.
Yeah, that's true. But at least we'll know.
Okay.
Continue. Sorry.
Back to. So, got a call from them.
Mm-hmm.
They said, you can have.
Wait, is this recording or dude in a bullpen?
This is dude in a bullpen.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And not like out of the country bullpen either.
I can't believe you heard that little dude. That
No,
means
there was nothing. There was no dude. That like transfers you over to them. There was, hey, this is and I was like, oh, it's a real person. I thought I was just gonna hang up. So I go and I talk to them, and he's like, okay, you can get a free vacation in Vegas at these hotels and we'll give you this, 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 and 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 he went on for about 15 to 20 minutes, and I said, okay, great. What's the catch? He's like, well, now I'm getting there. I said, okay, cool. He said, the cost for all of this is the low price of $3.99. And I was like, okay, cool. That's fantastic.
$3 or $399.
$399. So now I'm like, all right, that sounds like a great deal because he was offering me, what is it, 3 nights or 4 days, 3 nights. And then they were offering me an additional vacation. And I got him to give me basically everything in the package. And I said, what's the catch? What meeting do I have to go to? What timeshare? Like, no, this is not timeshare. We're not selling the hotel rooms. And I said, I get it. Ha, ha, ha. You're not selling the hotel rooms. And he goes and he tells me, okay, I'm going to transfer you to my manager and we'll see if we can get you a better thing. And then the manager gives me even more stuff. I'm like, okay, now I have like an 8-item list of what vacation thing I'm buying. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then they transfer me to another guy. And this is about minute 40.
I would have hung up.
So this guy's getting a little bit antsy. He's like, okay,
I've been on the phone with you for too long. I really need to convert something here.
This is the third guy. And I said, okay, so tell me how I can know that you are a real company. Because I just answered my phone, and you could be anywhere.
Yeah. You
Anywhere.
could be Chuck next door.
Yeah. He said, check out our website. I said, okay.
Fishing.trojan.ru.
I was like, that's nice. You have a website. Like, I was just like, what am I? Because all that he was saying is, yeah, trust me, give me your credit card. And if we're a scammer, like, I don't want to lose my vendor's license or whatever, like merchant license. He's like, I don't want to lose my merchant license. We take American Express. I don't want to lose it. And if you report us, then we'll lose it. I said, well, yeah, if you get, I was like thinking, I would mute him and I'd talk to Christy. I'd be like, well, if they do 40 of these today at $400 a pop, who cares? They could just ditch. Okay, I got all my money and run. Like, they don't have to keep their merchant license. They can do it.
That's why they kept transferring you, because they're like, holy cow, this guy bit. Like, what do we do?
Exactly.
Someone's dumb enough to...
So what happened was, I said, how do I know you're a real person? And they said, check out our website. I said, okay, cool. What's your address? Like, what's your real address? He goes, hold on, let me get that. Brings up an address, and it's just some random business park in Las Vegas. And I looked on the street view, and I was like, okay, that's the one in the shopping center without a sign. I was like, so you guys have this one without a sign? Great. So that's still not proof. They're like, yeah, just give me your credit card number. I said,
this is a horrible idea.
Now we're on minute.
Oh, jeez.
Now we're on minute 55.
Can you just hit pause right there?
Yep.
Hang on. I'm going to have a discussion with somebody else in private right now. Hey, Josiah. If he bites off on this obvious scam, he is the biggest moron in the world. Like, they're offering him all this stuff, but it's like clearly phishing.trojan.hacking.ru. No, wait. This is an AB conversation. Wait. I'm just saying.
Uh-huh.
So what's the over-under? Like, is it a 50-50 shot? Because I'm going to say I'm going to say he bites.
I am 100% he doesn't do it.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. Only because of the way he's presenting the story. He's presenting it like he didn't do it. If he said all these words but with different tones, I would believe that he did it.
Okay.
But there's no way he bit. Even though I'm not 100% convinced that this company is a 100% scam. I do think there is probably a 30% chance that this is a legit company that's just has some marketing thing they're trying to promote or something weird. You know, I don't know. I wasn't on the phone call, but I've heard of these companies before, and I know people that have like actually done these phone calls and like paid the money and had these sweet vacations for super cheap. I know this thing that he's describing is sometimes legit at very minimum.
Sure.
Okay, continue.
Right.
Play.
So, minute 55.
Oh, dear
I'm talking
heavens.
to my third guy.
You never could have talked me into staying on the phone with somebody for an hour.
I was playing Minecraft as I was talking to him, too. So, it was fine. And third guy, the guy's from New York. So, already by default.
I can't pay attention to you for 55 minutes, for goodness sakes.
I know. And he's already by default a little bit more brass, we'll call it.
Yep.
A little bit more rude.
Yeah, he's a little brusque.
Is he saying the bad words?
No.
Okay.
No
he's
bad
a
words.
He's a little curt, little brusque.
He is a little bit short with me, and I was already getting like, because he's telling me all these different salesman techniques of why we're not a fake company. I said, that's great, but you're still only on the phone with me.
Did you look him up on Better Business Bureau?
No, not yet. Well, we did look up the website. Christy was actually doing an investigative study on Google on this website and on these fellows.
Now, honestly,
at the same time.
Can you pause?
Yes.
The honest goal of this thing is to have somebody say, "Are you a real company?" And then you just send them to the website, which is filled with phishing trojans and like malware. So when what they use to prove that they're real is the Trojan horse.
But then they actually still do send you a vacation
So
because
that they've sell your information on the black market, and all of a sudden they're like, "Hooray, we have your credit card information." Everything.
Yep.
Okay.
So
Go ahead.
Because I did not want to give my credit card information over the phone to a random person that called me. I was like, no, this is not happening. I said, can you send me a secure website to type my credit card information in?
Yeah, give me that HTTPS.
Yes. So they did.
Uh-huh.
They sent me a link. They said, it's in your email.
Oh,
Go
geez.
confirm.
He did it. He already gave them his email address.
Wow, and you open an email from these people?
So I opened
Oh
an
my
email.
gosh, you are such a rube.
I signed it, and they said, okay, now you should be able to, it should have a link to pay it.
Yeah. So
Oh my
what they
gosh.
did? Wait,
I
can you
said-
pause?
Can you
Wait,
pause?
one
Can you
last
pause?
pause. Wait, let's pause.
I need you to pause.
Wait,
One sec.
So they sent him a zip
I'm
folder.
gonna ask you to stop it right
They
there.
sent
I'll
him a
let you
zip
finish in a minute.
file in an email.
There's no zip file.
Hey, I'm gonna let you finish in a minute. I just need to say one thing. He actually did it.
He actually.
I have changed my vote. He actually paid these guys money. Okay, continue.
Okay. So we're,
Golly,
we're
you had faith.
we're
I
at-
knew better.
We're at minute 65.
Oh my
I did-
gosh, he actually did it. There's no way he stayed on them with over an hour and
So
didn't.
we're at minute 65.
Oh my
I
gosh.
get the email. From
They
them.
already have your credit card information by this point.
They've already hacked you
No.
through your phone.
No, so I get the email. I sign it. I go, okay, boop, and they go, yeah. The next link would be credit card filling information. I said, it's not there. It's not there. And he's like, well, it should be. He's like, hold on. Now I talked to the fourth lady. He transferred me over to billing. She's like, okay, it should be there now. Okay, cool, you got it. And she transfers me over back to the rude guy. We're at minute 70 now.
This is like a masterclass in how not to get a sale, and he's still hanging on with them.
So
He's still there.
yes. So I go, and I'm like, okay, I signed it. It didn't send me there. And then he says, okay, the lady just sent you another link. It's to a different billing site. It's kind of like Venmo, but just like put in your credit card information and we'll send you, it has an invoice number and everything. I said, sir.
It's kind of like when he says kind of like,
both
he
of them,
means.
What do you
it
mean?
was a legit website. It was a
When he says legit website,
No, I checked it. It was actually a good, like, it was an embed on a website that people would use for billing.
Oh, I hate this
It was
so
like
much.
QuickBooks, but different. So it had an invoice number.
I've never lost faith in somebody so fast.
Had an invoice number. I said, sir, this has an invoice number, but no invoice. How do I know what I'm getting? And he said, sir, you have to pay us.
So we have to sign the bill.
And then we will make your vacation. Because they already gave me the whole like this line item of what I was getting.
Mm-hmm.
But I said, this invoice number means nothing with what I'm paying. And he's like, sir, we had to turn it all the way backwards for you, like I've told you the last 7 times. And I said, because he's used to pay us, and then we give you all the information.
Yeah, just send us the money
Send us
with
the
no
money.
promise of anything.
And I said, okay, I mean, I read all your terms and conditions.
Just give me a blank
but
check.
This website, that invoice number means nothing. Where's the actual invoice? He's like, sir, that's not how invoices work. And I said, sir, that is how invoices work. I said, I understand.
This is where I would have hung up for the 50th time.
He said, sir, why are you making us go backwards the whole way through? We already bent over backwards for you. I said, sir, I need the invoice to reflect what I'm actually purchasing when I purchase it. And I can't open the invoice right now. And he's like, sir, that is not how invoices work at all. You pay it and then it reflects it. I said, no, anytime I pay an invoice, that's already reflected on there.
Did you tell him you're a business owner?
No, I did not. I did not say that. He was already being rude.
Did you give him your bank account routing number and your wire transfer?
We're at an hour and 27 minutes. So we're at hour 27, and then he's like, okay, sir, are you gonna pay this? Because I've been on the phone for you a while. He said, so right now it's 6:20. He said he was off at 6 o'clock. He was not. I heard him talking to other people, and he didn't transfer me over to anyone else. He said they closed at 6 o'clock. So I'm like, not only because it was basically he's trained to say in the next hour we're gone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so you already lied to me about when you're off. You're already lying to me about what I'm going to get. And they on their website, he's like, okay, at a max, you're going to have to go for 60 minutes. It'll be a lighthearted meeting. On their website, it says 60 to 90 minutes at a lighthearted meeting at one of the hotels you might be staying at. And then Christy's reading reviews on other services like this because they offered us $100 food voucher and then another $200 food voucher. She's like, yeah, they give you coupons to places. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I don't want a coupon to a food place if we're gonna be spending $400 for 3 nights at a hotel. I was like, I could already get that somewhere. So he started being very rude at an hour and 30 minutes. And then I said, sir, you don't need to be rude about it. He said, sir, you're being rude. You're wasting our time. And I was like, I'm trying to be secure after I spent all this time. I said, I'm trying to be secure and not just throw my money at something I don't know anything about. And he's like, sir.
Yeah, you called me.
Yeah. He's like,
you're
like,
in
sir,
my home.
He's like, sir, I'm not being rude. We're done here. Click.
Nice.
Yeah, the telemarketer hung up on you.
The telemarketer.
You are more annoying.
Slammed the phone on me after an hour.
You
and 30
are
minutes.
less capable. Here, this is like the telemarketer gave up on talking to Jordan after an hour.
Well, that's
I think we should
fabulous.
do the same.
What? You want to hear my other vent of the week?
Tell me.
After that, so
After you spent an hour
this
talking to fishing.trojan.
No. This was an hour.
I knew he didn't do it.
No, you thought I did.
I partially changed my mind.
I was like, there's no...
My original call
I'm
was-
not sticking around. I think, look, okay, Jordan would have done it
If the invoice issue.
if it if they just had a invoice that just said a total line of BS that guarantees this vacation to...
I read all the agreements.
But if they just had a couple lines of garbage in there,
so
he'd have signed anything.
I did find out.
If it just had a short description...
It is a legitimate company, but they make you sit in a meeting and they try to pressure you just like a timeshare, but it's for hotel vacations. And they don't give you everything like that you actually think you're getting.
Sure.
Like I said, they're giving you coupons instead of actual like money for food. I said, okay. So it was an actual company, but I didn't want to deal with that on vacation.
Yeah.
I'm always so curious about those timeshare meetings, like where they try and pressure you into getting the thing. And if I just sit there and I say,
No.
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 You still get the free stuff.
Yeah.
No.
That's what they're saying. You still get the free stuff. You just have to sit in the meeting, and it's after the
But
meeting.
they can't make me sign on the dotted line for a time. They're like, look, sir, it's only this much. And I'm like, no.
Yeah. So I do want to experience
No.
this. One day, I want to do something like that.
You're going to do the stupid timeshare thing?
No, not the
I would
timeshare.
love to go to a timeshare meeting. You get free stuff. All you have to do is
I
sit
know.
there and just say no.
I know.
No.
I want.
Sir, you're wasting our time. We really want you to look. It's only this per day. It's really only the price. Of a cup
I'm just
of
going to wear a
coffee.
shirt that just says, I'm just here for the
No.
free stuff.
Yeah.
No, and I'm deaf.
Yeah, I just hand him the business card.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. That's where we need to do that. It's not the
Yeah.
haircut. There you go.
It's a
not
timeshare
the,
meeting that
I'm,
says-
I'm deaf for a haircut.
I'm deaf, just here for free stuff.
Here's a pack of stickers. I can't hear you. I won't respond to anything. Yes, this is what we could do. The three of us. You know what? Let's all wear Tyrannosaurus Rex costumes to a timeshare meeting.
Just sitting there with our fans going in the costume.
that say I'm just here for the free stuff right across our chest, and I'm like,
we hold up Tyrannosaurus like.
and
signs.
ultimately, how long is the timeshare guy going to interact with the Tyrannosaurus that has a GoPro in its mouth? Like, how long is he going to try before he knows he's being trolled in a really obvious and insincere way?
But we just like roar at anything he says.
yes, ah.
Sir, would you want this?
That's I'm like, you're wasting my time. Oh my gosh, that's what it is. You're wasting my time. I don't want the timeshare. You want to shill. I don't want it.
That reminds me of my favorite way to waste telemarketers' time, because I get quite a few telemarketer calls at work. And when they come in, they say, hello, sir, your computer is about to be hacked. I need you to go to this website and let me get in and unhack it. Or whatever. Because they're trying to scam old people into giving them credit card information and stuff. So I immediately start playing along. As soon as I get this person on, I'm like, oh gosh, that does not sound good. What can I do? What should I do to resolve this issue, sir? And I let him start talking, and I say, oh gosh, hang on, sorry, wait. Hang on, 1 second. I need to go check something. My oven just started beeping. I just throw out some random excuse. Let me put you on hold for 1 second. And we have
Okay, sir.
I have generated a.
Do you put him in hold hell?
Oh, I put him in hold hell.
How long do they stick around?
It gets so fun. I put him in hold hell, and it is a hold. It's a queue technically, but it goes nowhere, and it stays there. They'll just sit there forever until they hang up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just playing. Have you heard the "Taking the Hobbits to Isengard" song?
Yeah.
The loop. Taking the Hobbits to Isengard. Just loops literally forever at like a really high volume. Like I made that stream for that music like painfully loud, because they have a headset on.
Yeah, so it's in their eardrum.
And then they get put in that queue, and rip off their headphone for a second. And then after I put them there, I can go listen into that queue and like listen to them just mumble. And then they'll sit there. I've had one guy that sat there for like 5 minutes just listening to that
just
music.
getting torched.
Yeah. And about every minute, it ends for a second and like then
Hello,
starts
sir?
up again. And yeah, you get the hello, sir?
Hello.
And then oh gosh, it's so because they'll start like just like cursing and like saying all kinds of nasty stuff to the hold music. Oh, this guy.
Can you record this? I really want the recordings of this.
I have some. I'll try to find
This is honestly some of the best stuff.
It's so much fun.
I like it a lot because it
brings a lot of joy to my
these
life.
people are the worst people, and I don't feel like we need to do anything to make them comfortable in any way.
No, if I could do more, like some of my favorite YouTube to watch are the people that torture these people even more than I do, and actually like let them remote into a super locked down VM inside their computer, and then like I saw one guy, I'm not sure how he did it, but he like catfished the guy and like switched.
See, I think
So
I think those are setups. I think that's not a
could
real
be.
video.
I don't really know how it would happen, but basically he got into the other guy's computer and like messed with his I was like, oh gosh, you like flipped the script on him, But I guess it could happen if you're like, oh yeah, sorry, the only way I know how to let people into my computer is by going to this link.
You click this link.
Yeah, you click my link, you know.
Yeah, you click, and then it's a newer hacker, so they click your link to get in because they're over eager.
And then you're in their computer, and you immediately like,
hi,
lock down their screen and input and remote input commands, and like just like clunk, clunk, and then you're like just digging around. So, yeah, God, it's my favorite to watch people torture those guys because they are genuinely the worst. They're only out to like rip off old people that don't understand computer because they say I am with the IRS.
It's like the new Prince of Egypt kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's fear mongering.
Yeah,
you know, your computer has a virus. We're with Microsoft, or your taxes are overdue. We're with the IRS. Are the most popular ones I get.
The IRS ones are pretty new, but you look it up. It's like the IRS will never call you.
Yeah, exactly. It's like they're never going to call you, especially if like Microsoft isn't going to call you because your computer has a virus. Like, get some perspective.
They don't care about you.
Yeah,
Microsoft isn't going to.
You're not that cool.
They don't care. Can you imagine if Microsoft personally called everybody that had a virus?
Gosh, that'd be a lot of work.
Yeah, that'd be like
the whole pit company just making chain calls.
Yeah, but it's not their fault. Your computer has a virus.
It's Outlook's.
No, it's your own fault. You have a virus. You did something weird and went to it.
You called of people in Vegas shilling out timeshare
and
vacations.
You opened a link that sent you in an email.
Yeah, they're like, hey, open our zip file. And that is another episode of Good Idea, Bad Idea.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Appreciate it.
Hooray!
Hurrah. Was Jordan in the middle of a story?
Join us online.
I'll
tell it next week.
I guess Jordan
next
was in the
week
middle
on
of a
Jordan
story.
finishing stories eventually.
And not
Jordan gets to the middle of a story.
And then gets derailed.
Yes.
And by something more interesting, I think. I don't really know. Jordan's story may have been super interesting.
Bye.
We'll never know.
It was very insightful.